There are a lot of VAs out there, but finding the one that matches your specific needs and fits your business culture is key.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. We are going to be covering the secrets of building a winning team and hiring the right VA for your business. I am Terri. I am Head of Talent at VA Central. And joining me today is my lovely co-host, Stacy Green. She is our talent acquisition specialist.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Terri. So happy to be a part of the VA Central team and so glad to be here with all of you today. Today, we're diving into a topic that's near and dear to our hearts, hiring the right virtual assistant. But today, we're taking a bit of a different approach. Instead of talking about hiring a VA from the business owner's perspective, we're going to talk about the recruiting side of things.
That's right. We're the recruiters who specialize in matching businesses with amazing VAs. And we've got some insider tips to share with you today. So if you are a business owner looking to hire a VA or someone who's curious about how VAs are recruited, then this is for you.
Exactly, Terri. As recruiters, our job is to make sure businesses get the right fit. The VA who can handle the tasks they need to be able to fit into their culture and ultimately help the business grow. And that brings us to our first segment, why the right VA is critical to your business. Before we dive into the how-to of hiring, let's talk about why hiring the right VA is so crucial. So many entrepreneurs are overwhelmed with outsourcing, but trust me, getting the right VA on your team can change everything.
Absolutely. As a business owner, you wear so many hats, right? But eventually you reach a point where you can't scale by doing everything yourself. A good VA can take a lot of weight off of your shoulders and let you focus on growing the business. But here's the thing. A VA isn't just someone to offload tasks onto. They should be someone who's an extension of your business and your team.
Exactly. And that's why getting the right VA is such a game changer. But here's the catch, Terri.
Mhm.
Finding that person is not always as easy as it sounds. There are a lot of VAs out there, but finding the one that matches your specific needs and fits your business culture is key. And that's where we come in.
Definitely. We come in as recruiters and our job is to screen, interview, and match the right VAs with the right businesses. It's all about finding that perfect balance of skill, personality, and work style. And this is where I want to specifically go into the key skills to look for in a VA. So let's talk about what businesses should be looking for when hiring a VA. From a recruiter's perspective, Stacy, what are the key skills and qualities that we look for in a candidate?
Great question, Terri. It is so important. First and foremost, we look for experience. It's important that a VA has some background in the type of work they're being hired for. For example, if a business needs someone to handle social media, we want a VA who has the skill of content scheduling, as well as being able to create engagement strategies and use analytics. We also look for adaptability. This is a skill that is very important as a VA has the responsibility of also adapting to the business's processes, tools, and systems, right?
Yes, definitely. And a great VA should be able to pick up on new systems and tools quickly, whether they're familiar with, Asana or Trello or your preferred communication platforms. They need to be tech savvy. You've got to be able to learn quickly and pick up on any, tools and
Yes.
anything that the business is working with. But it's also about their soft skills, like communication and problem solving. Communication is a big one, especially when working remotely, and also to be able to problem solve, thinking out of the box, using your resources, and, really getting down to the bottom of any challenge that the VA might find.
Yes, and you touched on that in terms of working remotely. That's why communication is so vital. And that's why when we are assessing our VAs, we make sure to look and see if they can communicate clearly, whether it's in written form or over a quick Zoom call. A VA who is detail oriented is also crucial because they'll be managing tasks that require a lot of focus and precision.
Yes, definitely. And, one more thing that I want to mention there is proactivity. A top tier VA doesn't just wait around for instructions. They'll think ahead and anticipate needs, sometimes even suggest better ways of doing things. And that's the kind of VA that every business owner dreams of. So, what is the VA interview process and how do we screen candidates? Now, let's look into the actual recruiting process. So, as recruiters, we have pretty thorough screening processes. We start with our client success managers having a detailed conversation with the client about what they're looking for in a VA, what tasks they will help with, and what tools they'll use and what kind of personality will fit into their team. I think that's such an important one because you need to also have the right personality to fit in with your team and with your business.
Definitely the personality of a VA and matching that to the personality of a business and the culture is so important. That is what we use as a goal with making the right match. So we take the time to really understand the business's needs. From there, we look for candidates who have a solid track record and who meet those requirements. But we don't stop there. We also provide skills assessment should the client request this. And I'm sure you would agree with me, Terri, the skills assessment is a great icebreaker in terms of, understanding the candidate's skills, the level of their skills, and obviously communicating that to the client.
Definitely. Depending on the job, we may give candidates a small test task to see how they perform in real world scenarios. This could be something like drafting an email or scheduling a social media post or responding to a client inquiry. Anything that mimics the type of work that they will be doing in that role. And I agree with you. It is an icebreaker. It's a nice opportunity for the VA to get a feel of what tasks they would be doing and for the client to see how well they execute them and, get a feel for who they are and their personality for their business.
This step is crucial because it helps us gauge their skills and their work style. We also pay attention to things like response time, attention to detail, and their ability to follow directions. It's also important to assess how comfortable they are with the client's tools and platforms.
Yeah, definitely, Stacy. I actually quite enjoy these test tasks, especially when it comes to the social media side of things, where our VAs actually have to do test tasks for clients on video editing, or you actually get to see their work, and I think that speaks volumes. It also gives an immediate look from the client into the VA and what they're really good at. So I love that. And then matching VAs to business needs. Let's talk about how we actually match the VAs to the businesses. What are our processes in making sure the right VA is placed with the right client, Stacy?
It starts with understanding the business's culture, how they operate. We also unpack their values and their communication style. We make sure to match VAs with businesses that align with their own working style. For instance, if a client has a very fast-paced environment, we will only assign a VA who thrives in that type of atmosphere.
Definitely. We also consider specific tasks that the VA would be handling. Some VAs will specialize in admin tasks, others in customer service, and others in marketing or design. The goal is to make sure that the VA has the right set of skills and experience for the role that they're going to be placed in and what they're going to be doing.
Exactly, Terri.
So now that we've talked about how to hire the right VA, let's talk about how businesses can keep them happy and productive once they're on board.
Great. Well, first and foremost, communication is key. You need to check in regularly with your VA, especially in the beginning. Share your goals, feedback, and any changes in the business. This opens up that channel of communication with the VA, and therefore they feel comfortable to reach out.
Yes, and don't forget to recognize their efforts. A little appreciation goes a long way and it keeps them morale high. Also provide them with clear expectations. The more clarity that you provide to your VA, the better they'll be able to meet those expectations.
Exactly. And remember, A good working relationship is a two-way street. If you're transparent with your VA and you encourage them to ask questions, they're most likely to stay motivated and do their best for you.
100%. So there you have it. If you're looking to hire a VA, remember it's not just about finding someone with the right skills. It's about finding the right person who fits with your business needs and culture. As recruiters, we're happy to help you with that process. If you need help finding the perfect VA, don't hesitate to reach out.
Absolutely. If you've hired a VA before or you have any tips or questions, we'd love to hear from you. Contact us on social media or drop us a message. And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast so you never miss an episode.
Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.